spirit, which is something you don't usually hear from the Eastern Bigfoot reports. They seem to be credible, they didn't really want publicity, and they didn't want to use their name, which sometimes actually adds to the credibility of the witness.
I had a woman report to me that she was parked near here, and when she saw a fire on the other side of the lake, it looked like a huge party. When she got to the place on the other side of the lake where the fire had been, there was absolutely nothing, no footprints. And then when she returned back to the place where she'd started from, she could see this mysterious phantom fire again.
As the most frequently visited location within the Hockomock Swamp, Lake Nipanicket has served as the site for numerous drownings and boating accidents. Oddly enough, the Nip's water only reaches 8 feet at its deepest point, making the number of accidents there all the more puzzling.
Lake Nipanicket is a place of a lot of history and a very key place in the Bridgewater Triangle mystery.
Surrounded by the Hockomock Swamp in Raynham, Massachusetts, sits the Raynham-Taunton Dog Track. The location is known for a high level of reported paranormal activity, including frequently reported sightings of unexplained spook lights.
So spook lights are seen moving down the old railroad tracks.
I'm gonna pause this
Glowing
here.
balls of light.
So, I know I've seen that. You guys can go watch it. It's Bridgewater Triangle. It's at night with Kira, B, the girl, and 2 of her friends that we went out there. And we heard a cryptid. We heard that monkey. So it's Bridgewater Triangle cryptid herd. And then there's one called Bridgewater Triangle Ghost Light. And we saw a spook light coming down the railroad tracks. And we heard a Bigfoot. Well, a cryptid. We don't know what it was. It sounded like a monkey. But go watch those videos. I just wanted to give you guys some more info on the Bridgewater Triangle.
Some would say it's swamp gas. Others say it's spirit energy moving. Glowing balls of light that seem to have some intelligence to it.
Yeah, and
This
I've
is
caught
something
that.
that goes all over the world.
That's
It's not
on
just
video
here in
on one of my
Bridgewater Triangle.
videos.
The Irish might call them the will-o'-the-wisps. The Wampanoag, they had their stories of pukwudgies that would turn into glowing
Pukwudgies.
balls of light and lead you
I
down
think
the
maybe
path
we
to
heard a
safety, or
pukwudgie.
maybe lead you off a cliff and kill you.
James Michael Rice is an author and teacher with a strong connection to the Bridgewater
Yeah, so
Triangle.
if you don't know what
In 2010, he released The Still,
Weird
a collection of short
Massachusetts
stories
is
inspired
Jeff
by his
Belanger's
experiences
book.
growing up in the Elm Street section
Great
of
book.
Bridgewater.
That's like one of my favorites.
My friends and I, we spent a great deal of time in and around the swamp. We were actually out in the woods at night on what we used to refer to as an Indian bridge on Elm Street in Bridgewater. At some point in
I've been
time,
there.
one of us noticed what we thought was a canoe coming down the river, and we just sort of assumed that maybe it was a hunter with a lantern.
It's funny,
Just some
the
people out
ghost
fishing
voice
at
I
night,
got out in the woods out
and
behind my
eventually
house
these lights
is
just
part
entered
of the
this
Bridgewater
clearing, and
Triangle, the
there
Hockomock
wasn't
Swamp.
a canoe.
And I
There
got
were
that
no
voice
hunters.
telling
It
me
was
to go
just
away,
these
go
balls
check
of
that
light
one.
about the size of baseballs. We didn't quite know what to make
This
of it.
I've never
so
seen
we started sort of
multiple, but we
shouting out
did
the
catch
colors
one
to make
on
sure we were
video.
seeing the same thing, and we were.
On those
They were
other
changing different
videos that I'm
colors,
talking
blues
about.
and reds and oranges.
Alright guys, I
At
just
some
wanted to
point
give
in
you a little
time,
more
the lights
info
just
on
kind of
Bridgewater
started spinning
Triangle
around,
and
skimming
what
up
I've
the
been
water. They
researching
seemed to
and
be sentient.
trying to
They seemed to
find.
be playing. They seemed
Have a
almost
good
as if
one.
they wanted us
You
to
know,
see them.
like, share,
And then after a
subscribe.
few minutes,